and Coach was just spent a lot of time talking about defense. What needs to, and I know that's kind of your hallmark, or one of your hallmarks, what needs to happen team-wise to kind of get it turned around there?
Just got to fight more. Get in gaps, obviously, how Coach teaches us, get on blue line, which he says a lot. So just pay attention to the fundamentals and just do that a lot more and just do the little things pretty much.
Did you kind of feel at these last few games that there's been some slippage there defensively?
Yeah, our efficiency on defense went up a little bit, starting league play, which isn't good. Obviously, tapes got out and everybody knows what to attack and all that. But at the end of the day, we just got to fight and just try to turn this around.
Coach talked about this being kind of a crucial three-game homestand in a way. Does it feel like, you know, we really got to do this now, and if we want to get to where we want to be this year, it kind of starts right now?
For sure. We lost our last, 3 games, I believe, and we got to turn around with 3 wins. They got to be big wins. These teams coming in, obviously, Stanford, Cal, and then SC the next week. We just got to get it done. That will push us forward going into the tournament play.
Is there any fear with the younger guys that because of how the first Cal game went, that they won't be focused, or is it just because of the losing streak it's not as much of an issue?
I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't answer that for you, but I mean, it's me and Tom's job to get them ready and let them know how big the game is. So they should be prepared.
How do you think you guys have improved against zone defenses, starting with that Colorado game where they kind of threw the kitchen sink at you guys, and then you got a little bit more of it in Oregon, State and Oregon?
We're obviously getting better each game. You know, you learn from your mistakes, obviously, and as the year goes on, we're going to get better. So since Colorado, I think we've grown a lot with just going at zone defenses, playing our game, and how we want to attack it.
Coach was just talking about during the past 3 games, there's also been some slippage in toughness. Do you think kind of that goes with the slippage in defense as well?
For sure, because you got to be tough to play defense. So if he says we lack toughness, then it's probably most likely on the defensive end, and that can obviously contribute to offense. So we'll do better and we'll be fine.
Last game when you got into foul trouble, Jalen had to play your position a lot on the court because you weren't able to be out there. Did you tell him anything after the game of, you know, when I'm out of the game, maybe, you know, do X, Y, and Z differently? Because usually you're out there for most of the game.
I mean, I obviously try to help him when I can, but at the end of the day, he got to learn. He's a freshman, so he's going to go through whatever he has to go through and learn, but I'm obviously here to help him whenever he needs it.
Coach, we talked about defensively, the kind of the slippage these last few games. What do you think has kind of gone into that team-wise as far as not being, you know, as efficient defensively as you were earlier in the season?
I think guys, I don't know, just not following the rules that we have been. So those slippage in that principles, yeah. I mean, I think it's something easily we could fix because we have been doing it at practice all year. Every day we've been working on doing our defensive principles. So I think it's something that we could fix. And then just, I don't know, just trusting each other. That's big. Just having trust in the guy next to you that they're going to help you out if you get beat or if you mess up. And I think that's something we need to develop more.
Does this feel like a pretty big 3-game homestand that, you know, you guys really need to have some good success on this if you want to get to have the season you want?
Definitely, it's huge. Like, this is, I think, one of the biggest homestands we've had so far, for sure. We need to get these games. We've had a great practice yesterday. Our guys are still sticking together. We're doing a good job staying together and staying close, so I think that's going to help.
You were around 2 years ago. Is it starting to feel at all like that, you know, the way that kind of unraveled a little bit?
I don't think so. No, I think we're really close together. We are all really tight-knit right now. We all know how good we can be and how good we can play with some of the teams we did beat. I think it's just a little slump, and that will be all right.
You said you had a great practice yesterday. What about it made it kind of stand out to you?
The intensity and the competitiveness. It felt like a preseason practice, like in October, like how hard we were going at it. Guys were going at it. Everyone was just playing really hard. And I felt like it definitely helped us.
Was there anything different about what you did in that practice, like more scrimmaging, more live stuff?
I mean, we went live a lot, but we go live a good amount. It was just a lot of competitive stuff, more like blue versus gold, like consequences if you lose type.
These last few games, I know you guys, the efficiency slipped, and kind of it seems like you're not doing what you were doing earlier as a team this
Yeah.
season? What do you think's happening?
I mean, yeah, it slipped a little bit, and that's why we're on this losing streak. But, you know, we just got to get it together and just keep working at it.
Is part of that toughness and fighting and you know, going through screens and scrapping for balls and things like that?
Yeah, that definitely has everything to do with it. But, you know, like I said, we watch film and we've seen it, so we got to go out there and respond.
Alex was just talking about how yesterday's practice was one of your better practices recently in terms of intensity. Was it just more competitive work, more live play? Like, what would you say made it a good practice?
I mean, everybody was just out there competing, man. We got to play with urgency now because, you know, we're trying to do good things. So everybody's out there competing and trying to get better.
Does it help to have those guys who can't play in practice? Are they contributing to, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yep. They're contributing big time, you know. More bodies, and they can play, so it's good.
When you watch the past 3 games back on film, what's that process like? How frustrating is that to see you guys doing things that you didn't normally do before?
It's very frustrating, but that's what the film is there for. It never lies to you, and you just got to fix that.
You were part of this team 2 years ago when you guys were kind of in a similar spot and things kind of started to snowball the wrong direction. Does it feel like that at all? And
Nah, not at all. You know, like I said, we just got to continue to keep working, and we're working hard, so we're gonna fix it.
What did you learn? What could you take away from that season at this point of that season that you can carry into this one and just not let it happen again?
I mean, just keep working, you know, and you know, just keep having positive energy, and just keep attacking it like it's your last game.